What's up guys, Nathan B Tech here. We're back here for another video. In today's video we are going to be reviewing the Pixel 10 Pro. This phone has been out for crazy enough quite a while now, and I've been using it for nearly the entire span of since it's been released. I've been putting it through the runs in terms of gaming, software, battery, especially with the new Tensor G5 chip, and today we're going to make a video regarding that. Now, in terms of design, not much has changed from the Pixel 9 series. Everything is relatively the same, besides the visor has gotten slightly larger, but besides that, everything is pretty much identical to the Pixel 9 Pro. And that being said, yes, this is one of the few select phones where you can actually recycle your old cases onto the new device. So that's actually a pro. That is very rare nowadays, and if you are doing a direct upgrade from the 9 series, that is a pro right there. That's if you want to use the same case, which unfortunately people don't want to do. Now, in terms of performance, it does have the latest and greatest Pixel in-house, made by MediaTek, developed by Google, Tensor G5 processor. And that's the interesting part, and that's the reason people do buy Pixel, or that is the reason people do not buy Pixel. Reasons they do buy the Pixel for this Tensor chip is it is more dedicated to AI applications. Coming from just last year's Tensor's G4 chip, they were estimating about a 60% improvement in the NPU to do faster processing with AI, which will come super in handy, especially now, but also in the future when more AI task perks and features do come out. But when it comes to performance, this is where it kind of does fall behind the competition. Before we talk about that, I do want to mention that this phone is still great. Although it's got the speed of what people like to compare like an S22 Ultra, it is very well optimized. It is made in-house by Google and they have optimized it, and that is one thing about Pixels. Although they are slower, I always have a faster feeling experience with them. Whether that be with animations or whether that be with just polish and software and how they've done everything. I sometimes, or nearly most of the time, I physically feel like my Pixel is faster than my Samsung. I feel like it's faster than my OnePlus. They are really well optimized. In terms of gaming, they've been great. I've had no issues. Bear in mind, I'm not playing Genshin Impact at max settings, but I am playing Car X at max settings, and it still played really good. But we just got word that the drivers have been updated, and there has been a boost in performance, at least on Geekbench, and here's the screenshot right here to kind of show that performance. However, in the benchmark, it still performed the same. So that being said, I think you have to take everything being said with a grain of salt. I don't think that these driver updates are going to be as big of an improvement as we thought they were going to be. I was really hoping to get some more frames per second and faster performance, and on paper it looks like we will, but in day-to-day usage and real-life usage, it looks like it's the same. So that being said, if you are going to be using your device for, processing some editing, exporting videos in 4K 60, if you're doing that for gaming and anything like that, and that is strictly what you're going to do with your phone, Pixel might not be the best bet for you unless you're willing to wait a couple more minutes than what another phone would do, like a Samsung or a OnePlus or Motorola. Pixel might not be it. But if you're planning to use your phone just like a traditional phone, and you might game a little bit here and there, and you might do a little bit of things here and there and blah, 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 I don't think that there's no reason to not recommend the Pixel. They feel great, and I will continue to say that until the day it doesn't feel good, but until then it feels great. It feels smooth, it feels silky smooth, and it is polished. Polished. That is the big word. It is polished. It feels good in the hands. Now, in terms of cameras, on the standard Pixel 10, it actually got a huge upgrade. The Pixel 10 Pro, not much has changed besides more zoom capability, but that's more or less done with AI. And that's what we're going to talk about with that. I mean, when it comes to the cameras on Pixels, they are promising and they are great. And a lot of people strictly choose a Pixel just because of that. Their post-processing is some of the best on the market. You have better skin tones, you have better high dynamic range. Google is a chef and they've been cooking in the kitchen for a long time. That's just how it is. They're the best at when it comes to software and all of that. They have the information and they know how to cook up a good camera. But the one thing that's a little controversial, but I think it's super cool, is the AI zoom. Is it truly your photo? No. But does it capture what you wanted to see? 100% yes. And it does have its privacy, scenarios where it won't do anything to actual humans and stuff like that. Like, it will recognize if it's a human and you're just going to get a sloppy photo. But when you are zooming in onto like little things and stuff like that, it does a great job at AIing it. You can turn that feature off. It's totally optional, but it works really good. And it easily makes it one of the best zooming cameras on the market. But it's weird because it's not truly the photo. So it's like, which way are you going to go? You know what I mean? To just summarize, it does have the ultra wide angle. It does have the main sensor, which I believe is a 48 megapixel. And then you have the 3 times telephoto lens. They're still good cameras and they're going to be pretty much identical to last year's models. You're just getting a little bit of AI kind of blended into the whole thing as well. So that being said, super good. Now, when it comes to battery, this is where we do see an actual pretty good improvement. The Tensor G5 is more efficient, so you do get better battery life, and it is better in terms of temperature. So therefore, your battery's not cooking, and you get better battery life. It's been great. Not to mention, it's a 4800 milliamp hour battery in the Pixel 10 Pro, so easily all-day battery life. It's rated for like 30 hours, and it's really good. I've had no issues with mine. Although I will say the standby time is not as good. I mean, I do have like this phone right here, and this is definitely an exception. This thing's battery is nearly twice the size. But when it comes to standby time, the Pixel does die quite faster than my other stuff. And I don't know what exactly that is. I don't know what Google's doing in the background, but I mean, you're easily going to get a full day's battery life, no problem. I don't think you have anything to be concerned about for that very reason. It's going to be a great battery and you should have no issues with it at all. Software. So this is where Google kind of goes in its own direction. It's still kind of like base Android, but now Google does have what's called Material U3 Expressive or Material 3 Expressive. And I've talked about it several times on my channel. It's one of my favorites. I do love the animations. I do love the haptics and the way things stretch around. I love the vibrant colors. It really speaks to me on a personal level in terms of like being expressive. I think it's fun. It truly does make your phone feel like it's coming to life, especially when you try to swipe on certain notifications and it tugs with you, like if it's stretching off of like, I don't know, a beehive. It's weird, but it's really cool, and I recommend you trying that out. It feels good. I like the animations, like I said. I love the software updates. It being a Pixel, it gets day 1 updates, which is better than every manufacturer on Android because they simply just can't do that. That's just a Pixel exclusive. And then you do have what's called Pixel Drops. Pixel Drops used to be like every 3 months, but nowadays we just get them every month. It's just new features that just get sprinkled on top of Android for Google Pixel users. And sometimes these features do make its way to older phones, like how Circle Search did and all of that. But sometimes they are Pixel exclusives, and nevertheless you get them first. So it does truly feel like you always have a fresh phone. Like typically with manufacturers, you wait once a year to get a cool update. Google does this nearly every month, and it's a dopamine effect that you get, and it's hard to switch brands afterwards because you just will lose that. Like, there's no one doing that. It's just a Google Pixel thing. And once you contemplate switching to Samsung or switching to OnePlus, you have to take in mind I'm not getting these updates anymore. And Google Pixel users are going to have it, and I'm just going to be sitting from afar watching them have a good time. So yeah, anyways, longevity wise, also best on Android. 7 years of software support, 7 years of security updates. These things are going to last forever. If you're looking for a phone that's going to have a lot of longevity, Pixel or Samsung. At this point, with the new Motos coming out, they also said they're going to match that, but we're not talking about Motorola, we're talking about Pixel. And then lastly, AI. Gemini is the best AI in the world, just period. You know, there's no one that can compete. Like, I think Gemini won the race. The bubble's about to pop. Gemini's the best. You do get, you know, Gemini Live, you get Circle to Search, you get in the camera, the AI ProRes zoom. My personal favorite is AdMe. I do that with my girl. When I switched phones as a YouTuber, my girl got super mad because we lost the AdMe feature and she couldn't take photos of us because it's just us two. So AdMe is a Pixel exclusive right now, and it's the best thing in the camera, at least on my perspective. The new one on the Pixel 10 series, it's called, I think it's like Camera Coach or AI Coach, where you can physically take a screenshot with the top right button and it will kind of show you, like, it does an AI generation of things that you could take a photo of and how you could take it. And if you like what you see, you can physically tap on that photo and it'll give you a step-by-step process on how to make that photo a reality. I don't use it, but I'm sure a lot of people do. But yeah, it's a Pixel exclusive. You always have Best Take as well. I think it's called Best Take. And then Object Eraser, all of those good things. It's great. It's some of the best. Like, you can't go wrong. All right. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the price. Now, when it comes to the Pixel 10 Pro, it's usually starting at $999. And I think that's a little too expensive. At that price, we are in OnePlus 15 territory, and this thing does way more than what a Pixel 10 Pro does. We are in S25 Plus territory, which is going to be faster than a Pixel 10 Pro and has more memory. Memory is going to be the biggest thing, truly. I mean, Google is in a bad spot. When they released this Pixel 10 Pro, it was already $100 more to do a storage upgrade, but the S25 Plus at $999 already has 256 gigabytes, and it only made things worse when Apple released their iPhone series and they start at 256 gigabytes, and it only made things worse when OnePlus came out, and it's not competitive, is what I'm trying to say. It's slower, it has less storage. There's a lot of things. It's still a great phone, and I think if you're looking to have the best Android experience, if you're looking to have an amazing camera experience, this is still going to be an excellent option for you. But if processing power and the best of the best is what you're looking for, I think the Pixel was outclassed for this price. Yes, you can get them on sale all the time. I think right now they're going for $799, which does make it significantly more competitive if the OnePlus isn't on sale and the Samsungs aren't on sale, but typically those things go on sale as well. One thing I will say is the OnePluses don't typically go on that large of a sale, so if it's on sale, the Pixel 10 Pro might actually undercut the OnePlus. But that's if you want the 128 gigabytes. And I just truly don't think 128 is sufficient anymore in today's world. At least not for me. I cannot live on a 128. Even when I'm trying to just stretch out and just be very lean with what I do, I still can't live with 128 gigabytes. It's just not realistic with how much updates these apps are getting and how much processing power this AI is doing when you're saving these applications, and how much the camera is just 50 megapixels, 200 megapixels, whatever you're taking photos on. These things, file sizes are just getting larger, and 128 should not be a starting option for the Pixel 10 series. I really hope Google gets with the program next year and does Pixel 11 with 256 starting minimum at $999. But it's just not competitive, just to be honest with you guys. Like, it's a great phone, but there's better options. If you can live without the camera, there's definitely better options. And that's just it, you know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about the freestyle review. Trying new things. If you like the scripted reviews a little bit more, I know they're a little bit more detailed and a little bit more cordial. Just let me know in the comment sections and I'll go back to that. I'm just trying to test things and see, feel the waters, you know. But till then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Peace.